Perfect. Jessica, how are you today?
I'm really good today. Really good. Um, can't complain. Life is good.
Right? Right? And
Yeah.
what better way to have an epic and amazing start of the day or afternoon, evening or whatever with someone as awesome and amazing as badass as you.
You're so sweet. Thank you so much for all your kind words.
Always. So welcome back to the show. It is so cool and awesome to have you back. So before we start, you know the drill. I have to give you an epic start. So
Let's hear it.
there you go. Yeah. Awesome, right?
That's awesome.
You know, the other day in one of the interviews that I had when I was starting, then I put this right, and then the person that I interviewed was, she was like, you know what? I think I'm gonna put that as an alarm. You know, so every time I wake up, I'm gonna be waking up with cheering, and you know.
That's funny. I don't know if I would do that. I think it might get to my head. No, I'm just kidding.
yeah, I know what you mean. But anyway, welcome back. So
Thank
starting
you.
right now with everything. Tell me, what's new since our last interview?
Well, a lot of good things. I went to Montreal town. I went to visit family and friends and, you know, had such an amazing time there, just getting all kinds of love. And now I'm back in LA. So, you know, gives me that sort of strength I need to keep going.
Totally.
Best.
Totally. How cool is that? How cool is that? Now, before we continue, let me open the door to my puppy because he's like super old. You know,
Oh.
I think he wants to do like pee or something. So give me just 1 second, super quick.
Oh my God, please.
Be right back. There you go.
Aw.
Yeah. So, like whenever he wants to, you know, like pee, poo, or do something, you know, destroy something, he will be just on kind of waiting at the door, and if I'm not paying attention to him, he will start like to, you know, like with his paw, like, hey, I'm here. So.
Yeah.
But anyway,
Love
so
dogs.
it is really cool that you're back in LA and everything. Like, I've also have noticed that you have traveled around. And tell me, like, how was the whole experience now that you were able, you know, like to travel here and there, and yeah.
Well, I mean, to be honest, now I'm like, I definitely want to go to Europe. I want to go see my parents. I'd love to spend some time in Paris. It's been so long. And just, yeah, head south to go see my parents. I think that's gonna maybe be the next trip. I don't know.
There you go.
But I definitely miss my parents a lot. You know, they're all the way over there. So
Yeah, I know
yeah.
what you mean. And Paris is beautiful though, you know.
Paris is such a beautiful city. Yeah, it's gorgeous, really. It's
yeah, it's amazing. Although you can get lost.
You can get lost, but you will be found. But no, Paris is so beautiful just to walk around and get lost and just, you know, I'm in the mood to take photos. I don't know. It's just such a beautiful city to photograph, obviously. Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. But it is a cool, like, super funny story, like super quick funny story. But when I was in Paris, I was in the museum. The name of the museum I always forget it. The one with the pyramids outside. There you go. And then I was outside, and then I saw the Eiffel Tower, and I was like, I wonder how close can be if I walk. And 3 hours later, and I was still walking because you know.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man. But anyway, so starting with the whole Christmas special here, tell me, what do you like most about Christmas?
Well, obviously it has to be being, you know, it's been a very long time, but being with my family is obviously the best thing.
Sure.
We gather for Christmas, make a nice big home cooked meal. We always open gifts the night before on the 24th.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was our thing. We just opened gifts after dinner. And on the 25th, we would do movie marathon. That was our thing. So we would just watch movies all day. Generally, they were action movies. That was our thing. Yeah. But that's my favorite part of Christmas.
Absolutely. And can you share like a memorable gift opening moment from your childhood?
I think this is it's gonna sound funny today, but I think I remember when we got our first home computer. So
Okay.
in the late 90s. And yeah, just thinking we were like the coolest family. And, it was probably an IBM.
Mm.
And nowadays, we all have computers in our pockets and it's like no big deal. I just remember at the time it being like such an epic moment that we had a home computer.
Yeah, so amazing.
Yeah.
So cool. Yeah, I remember those computers that it took ages to turn on and everything, but once everything was on, you were feeling like in the future, you know?
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. We were, yeah. It was just such a feeling that you don't really get anymore. I mean, technology is just, yeah. We no longer get that shock that we did get at some point.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Like, yeah, I know what you mean. Especially when you were like downloading stuff, it would take ages to download just one image, and with the worst quality ever. But it took ages.
Biggest piece of machinery, right?
But you were super excited to see how it was downloading. You were like, so cool. So yeah, yeah, so cool. And like, what is a Christmas song that usually makes you cringe?
So, I mean, I gotta say it. I just gotta say it. All I Want for Christmas is You.
Yeah.
For sure, that song needs to go now. It needs to. But yeah, I don't generally like Christmas music, and I don't like it when like people start playing it too soon. It's just not.
Yeah.
God. Is it?
Yeah.
But definitely that song needs to go.
Yeah, like it's so interesting that in the mall or in any department store at the beginning of November or in the middle of November, like right after Halloween and everything, you start hearing that song every single time, everywhere. Like it doesn't matter where you go, even if you go to even if you're waiting at the subway or something, you will hear it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you mean. And like, what is one of your favorite Christmas desserts?
Christmas desserts. That's an easy one. I love desserts. I would say, like a Christmas log.
Okay.
Yeah, a log, but it has to be chocolate because that's my favorite thing. Dark chocolate. So I would definitely say a good Christmas log that's dark chocolate. That would be my ultimate Christmas dessert.
There you go. And if you can relive any Christmas moment, what would it be?
I would have to say the last time I spent Christmas with my whole family. So that was, I think, almost like 8 years ago. So in 2013, last time, both my sisters and my parents were, under the same roof, celebrating Christmas together. So that's a very important memory to me, and I cherish it, and I can't wait to be reunited for another Christmas, the whole family.
Wow. And tell me, like, during the whole COVID stuff, like, how do you spend Christmas?
I spent Christmas alone, and I'm expecting to spend Christmas alone again this year. I just went to Montreal, like, to spend with my sisters, but I don't have family. And I have a few friends, so maybe I'll be invited somewhere. I don't know. But yeah, it's just my reality of choosing to be in the city right now, and I'm happy to be here. So sometimes you just gotta spend Christmas alone.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've been there too. I actually spent one Christmas on the train station. Where was it? I don't remember the place, but it was in some station in Europe, and it was like the worst train station ever. But I spent Christmas there, and yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah, it's fine.
It is what it is. Yeah, it is what it is. But I mean, yeah. And if you had to be in like any Christmas movie, which one would you choose?
So I'm like gonna be part of this debate, but because I love action movies, it would have to be Die Hard.
Yeah, I knew that. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Yes, obviously. That would be my choice. Die Hard.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yes. That's such. I mean, that is like a go-to film for Christmas.
Yeah, I mean, again, that's what we did. We just marathon action movies. So, I will definitely gravitate towards that versus another film.
Totally. Yeah, definitely. Die Hard all the way. Absolutely. Especially like the first ones, because like the recent ones we got a couple of years ago, I didn't quite like them, but like the first ones, those are cool.
So cool. Bruce Willis is so cool.
Yeah, so cool. And if you could design your own Christmas sweater,
yes,
what would it look like?
It would definitely be I would definitely have like an all navy sweater with snowflakes, like very beautiful, unique snowflakes everywhere. Just, normally I gravitate towards stars. It's like, I love that symbol. But for Christmas, I would make it with snowflakes, little inty bitsy little snowflakes.
Yeah.
Flakes on a navy sweater.
And would it be something like a front or in the back, or just?
No, I think it would just be like a universal, because a universal, you wear it Christmas, you could just even wear it when it's snowing outside. Yeah, it would definitely be something that's like recyclable, that you could just wear it for more than one event.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
And talking about snow, tell me, what would you prefer, playing outside, build a snowman and sled, or stay inside drinking hot chocolate and reading a book when it snows?
I think I would both, because I'm very active. I love the outdoors. I love nature. And growing up, obviously in Montreal, we had a lot of snow. So definitely remember going out, doing snowmen, like, slide. I used to ski when I was a kid. I love ice skating. Yeah. So I love the outdoors. That being said, I also have a side to me that's very sort of, I like to keep to myself. So definitely the idea of a hot chocolate indoors with a great book also sounds good to me.
Totally. So then I would say that during the day you will do like the whole snowman and everything, and then
yes.
There you go. Exactly. Yeah. And tell me, like, when was the last time that you either ski or snowboard?
Wow. So the last time had to be I think it was, I'm gonna say a really long time ago. So I was probably, I want to say 15 or 16. So a while back. And I went with school. In high school, we went out for an outing class, and we went to a place called Mont Saint-Anne. And that was the last time I skied. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's so interesting, right? That whenever they say 2015, 2016 or so, I mean, to be honest, I feel that 2015 was a couple of days ago.
Sure.
Sure. So crazy how time goes by. And are you planning to at some point go back into the whole skiing or snowboard?
I mean, I don't know. Like, there's a lot. There's many other things that I would do before doing. There's a lot of things that I love to do. I love rock climbing. I love trapeze. Like, there's so many things and activities that I would rather do than skiing. Like, I can ski. Is it my favorite thing? Probably not. But yeah, I love skating. Skating is super fun. But yeah, generally, like the sort of sports that I like to do are not necessarily winter sports.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Wow, how cool is that? I never tried. I only once tried snowboard, and it was like the worst experience, and at the same time the funniest and the worst experience of my life. So
It's fun and dangerous.
Super dangerous, especially if you don't know what the hell you're doing.
Yeah, it's like my surfing. I've like literally almost died surfing. So I'm trying to surf. I'm not even gonna say surfing. Trying to surf. So yeah, it's sort of the same thing where it's like, yeah, dangerous sports.
Yeah, the first time I tried it, it was one of the first time I tried it, I ended up causing a mess, like literally a mess. I ended up tackling a couple of people, and old people too. And it was just horrible because I didn't know what the hell I was doing, and I was at that point like 15. And then they were like, when we went there, they were like, let's say like 3 levels, like easy, medium, hard. So of course that I didn't know anything, and I wanted to take something dangerous. I was like, I'm gonna choose hard. So I did that, and then when I put the board, I was like in this huge kind of mountain or whatever, and then I was like, what's next? So somebody pushed me, and then I went like super fast, like way too fast. But then at some point I wondered, how the hell am I gonna, stop? Because I'm just going like boom, super fast. So my first decision was, I'm just gonna jump. So I jumped.
And you're like, I stop now.
Yeah, but I didn't stop. What ended up happening is, so I jumped, and then I was even like going a little bit down, and that's when I ended up tackling like a lot of people. And then when I stopped, then I couldn't move my neck. But then I remember that I was kind of looking like the mess that I caused, and a lot of people were of course angry because I could hurt someone, of course. So luckily nothing bad happened. But yeah, at that point I was like, you know what, my snowboard career is done. I'm retiring. So
it's hard. You got to be careful there.
Yeah. And if you could describe your career on a Christmas movie, which one would you pick?
Let me think here. I would probably say, I mean, there's not that many Christmas movies that I love. And obviously it's a classic and I love it, Home Alone. Just because, in terms of an acting career, you have to be really, independent, and you really have to go after, what you want. And you're going to get tons of obstacles that come in the way. But you just have to follow your heart and your dreams. And, I think Home Alone would be my...
Home Alone, okay. And if you could also describe your career, but on a Christmas dessert, which one would you pick?
A Christmas dessert? I don't know. My career in a Christmas dessert. I mean, the only Christmas dessert that comes to mind is the log. Do you know? Yeah. I mean, I guess all the layers that you have to, all those amazing layers that you have to, live with within yourself, and, try to appreciate them all.
Yeah, totally. And then once it's ready, it's amazing.
Yeah.
Cool. Now, so this is the last month of 2021 finally. So tell me, if you could pick 3 words to describe this past year, which ones would you pick?
3 words, definitely be challenge. And then a really good word I like right now is acceptance.
Okay.
Yeah. And growth. Definitely growth for me. But yeah, there's, I think the last few years have been challenging for a lot of people.
Totally.
The challenge, obviously, is always to sort of accept, the situation we're in. I think acceptance is everything. And then, in terms of growth, I think, we should never stop believing in ourselves, in our dreams. Following our heart is everything. So yeah, I think those 3 words mean a lot to me this year.
Yeah, and regardless how difficult or how stressing things might be, you need to accept it, but also continue to move along.
Yeah.
Right? Because I think that it can happen sometimes, right? That whenever you are having like this hard situation or stressing situation, you will not accept it. You would be this position in which you don't want to accept it, and you just want to you're like asking yourself, why this is happening to me? Why, like, you're wasting time, like wondering why instead of just move forward, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's really important to like sort of create your peace and just, live in it, and then, focus on your goals.
Totally, totally. And what are some of the things that we can expect from you next year?
I think, I think next year is going to be an exciting year for me, just because of like the work I've been doing behind the scenes, and really want to work more in voiceover. I want to head back to Montreal and really, rekindle my career in Canada next year.
Cool.
I definitely want to push even further in LA, and I'm looking forward to traveling a little bit more and spending more time with my family. So yeah, Canada, France, obviously, and yeah, again, just living in my peace next year.
There you go. There you go. And my last question here is, what advice could you give to those who want to start following their dreams? I mean, I think we talked about it on a previous interview that for some people it is challenging, right? It is tough for them to either start something, because sometimes you will, like, even your close ones, like family or friends, they will tell you to not to do it. And I get that they don't tell you that because they don't want to see you getting hurt, or they don't want to see you feeling bad or sad, sometimes. But at the same time, I think it's like a step that everybody needs to take sometimes. So what could you say, like, to those who are still unsure?
I think if you listen to your heart, I mean, this sounds so cheesy, but I really do believe that if you listen to your heart and your instincts, they're never wrong. So if this is something that lives within you, and that it's like your heart screaming it, and your mind is telling you, like, be careful, like, hard, like, what will people think of you? Like, that's your sort of your brain, and your brain, it's good to listen to your brain sometimes, but your heart is never wrong, or your heart never let you down.
There you go.
I think, like, if it's really something that you dream about and you feel it in your heart, I think you should just go for it, regardless of what people think, say, what your own brain thinks or says.
Yeah.
I think there will be no regrets if you follow your heart. That I truly believe that. So if it's something that you can't live without, then you must go for it.
There you go.
Yeah.
That. It is true. Yeah. I mean, Jessica, what can I say? I mean, you're amazing, and the whole fact, and like the fact that you are, the fact that you just do what you love, and the fact that you just want to be in peace with yourself, doing something that you love, it is really cool. The fact that you're building it is really inspirational, because I think for a lot of people, even till this day, regardless if they're like on their 20, 30, 40, 50, 60s, a lot of people, they just haven't found that peace, they just haven't found how to start, how to start creating, how to start following their path,
I think we're all creators. I think whether you're like a lawyer, or
doctor,
or a cook, or an accountant, I think we're all we all have art living within us. And I think it's really important to be able to express it, and so a lot of the times we're paralyzed by fear about what society is expecting of us, what success should look like. But, I think at the end of the day, you live for you, and you want to sort of create that your own personal dream world, regardless of what anybody else thinks or says.
Totally.
Like, if your heart wants it, you better go get it.
There you go, Jessica. I mean, killing it with epic words here. Amazing. Yeah, I agree on that 100%. And also, definitely pursue the thing that you want the most in life, regardless what everybody might say, think, and it's your life at the end of the day, And I think everybody has like their own right. Yeah, everybody has the right live their life the way they want it. So
Yeah, absolutely.
love it. I mean, as I said before, Jessica, I mean, you're amazing. Your career is super cool. I'm super sure that next year it's gonna be like filled with, I mean, full with projects and movies and a lot of epic stuff. And I'm super sure that at some point we're gonna either see you or hear you everywhere, from movies to commercials to books to everything.
You're the best. Thank you.
You're welcome. And also I want to thank those who are watching. If you are watching this right now, thank you so much. If you're watching this later on YouTube or on Spotify or Apple Music, make sure that you're following Jessica on all over social media. Normally what I would say is for you to put pause, then leave a like, subscribe, follow. It helps me a lot. Then hydrate, and then go follow this amazing, talented, badass superwoman. Leave a million likes. Share content, spread the word. I mean, let's make sure the whole world know about Jessica here, and then come back. And again, Jessica, thank you so much for another chat with you. I can't wait for more conversation with you, because as I said here, it is super inspirational. And before I send you off, you know the drill.
Yes.
There you go. And yeah, keep killing it. And keep being amazing.
Thank you so much.
All right, see you in the next one, okay?
Have a great day.
You too. Bye.